Yeah, so my mission is to try to find someone who I can talk to long period. Oh, dude, I forgot about that one guy. Um, but just someone I can talk to. Uh, I prefer a female so that I can, obviously for reasons I don't want to get into, but just anyone can do that can satisfy me socially. I'm hoping someone intuitive on the Myers Briggs scale, or just someone who can talk about conspiracies and actually believe in them, and also talk about inherent weirdness that's going on without doubting it all the time or like second guessing. Um, yeah, it just seems it's very annoying talking to people when they deny reality all the time. And I want someone who's capable of comprehending it. And yeah, let's see. So I need to click start here. Hey, let's just wait. Let's wait for them to respond. Since
This is the only God that
just let
meets
them
human
filter themselves out.
recognizes that they're broken. Jesus Christ is the only God out of any labeled religion that
Hey, are
doesn't
you
say
there?
before you come.
Yeah, what up, bro?
Are you Christian?
Yeah, bro.
I started going to a Protestant church for the first time.
Nice. How'd you like it?
It was good. It just felt like they were saying like, oh, you should let go of things and that heaven is secured for you by Jesus. It's different from what the Catholics preach.
Yeah. Um, Honestly, bro, what helped me was like just seeking personal relationship with him. So, yeah, I mean, anybody can tell you anything, but it's really up to you to have that connection.
Mm.
It's I don't know. It's like if I were to ask your friends about you, right? If I was like what's your name?
Pedro.
Pedro. I'm Aiden. So if I was like, uh, to your friends, like, yo, how like what's Pedro like? And then they're like, he's like this, that, and the third. I mean, that's an idea, but the only way I'd get to know you is to, talk to you yourself. So
Mm.
if it was the same way, I don't know if you come from a background with like this kind of stuff, but
Not really. Uh, I mean, I just pretty much learned that like I need to let go of things that I don't have control over.
so everything, bro,
I have
in a
control
way,
over a few things, but not a lot.
like what?
Like if I'm gonna eat something or not.
I guess,
Small
I
things. I
guess,
mean, and then some medium stuff I can do, but those aren't guaranteed.
yeah. I I'm well. I mean, that stuff is usually like, I mean, if you're saying like breathing or blinking or something, shit, I don't know. But to be honest, like maybe they're just telling you to let go of like, I guess, trying to take control of every aspect of your life, and like kind of let God pave the way for you. It's the only thing I can think of. But yeah, brother, just stay strong, man. Just keep reading, keep doing your thing,
Okay,
bro.
yeah, I didn't expect to meet a Christian right around the week that I first went to church in like a years no, not years, like a couple of months.
What were you? Did you go like practice anything before?
Not really. Pretty much agnostic. I mean, I believe in the Bible, but to me, the Bible is like an urban legend that's real.
So then, what do you mean?
It's real. It's just like an urban legend. It's real, but just not the way you expect it to be sometimes.
What do you mean? Like, because urban legend and reality are like two different things,
Yeah, but urban legends are based on something real.
Yeah, but the Bible actually did happen. Like it's a historical piece. Like there were scholars like Nero who actually wrote about it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's real parts to it. I'm just
Well,
not
the whole
trust. I just the thing is, I don't know how real it gets. I don't know how real it gets. Like to me, like sometimes it starts to get more real as time passes.
so what do you think is not real about it? I guess
Um,
because most of this stuff is like there's either been eyewitness account,
Whether the
or
Old Testament is true or the New Testament is true and oversees the Old Testament.
they're both true.
But then why would you not just the new one? They pretty much like nullified the old one, but then how can you keep reading the old one if you think it's null? That's what confuses me with
It's not.
Christians.
It's not null. What do you mean null? Like it's void. Like you don't need it. Why wouldn't? Well, the whole. Why do you say that?
Well, because like I figured Christians would only read the New Testament if Christ came and made all the commandments that God made or all that stuff not valid anymore. If you have to follow Him instead.
No, that's in Jesus says in the Bible, I've came to fulfill the law, not to cancel the law. So he's saying that I am the law now. So pretty much the whole precedent of the Old Testament is where you are basically seeing God. This is before Jesus is incarnated. Um, so this is him like going through all the stories where the world is so wicked. So uh, basically in the Old Testament where they had 613 ceremonial Levitical laws that you had to follow. And if you broke one of those laws, you had to offer an animal for sacrifice to atone for atonement. And so um, essentially what the New Testament teaches is that Jesus is the ultimate sacrificial lamb. Uh, and that's because you can't fulfill all 613 laws. Like there's no point in trying to like live that perfect life because it's not possible. And Jesus Christ was the only person to ever do it. So
So why
by
should you even
believing in
bother
him,
reading the Old Testament if Jesus supersedes the Old Testament?
he doesn't supersede it. Uh, there's no like one's better than the other. You should read both. It's one's pretext to the other.
Yeah, but it seems like the New Testament's better than the Old Testament
Why do you say that?
because it tells you how to get into heaven since Jesus came, and he pretty much said what you have to do to get to heaven, and the Old Testament can just can lead you astray.
So what? How do you get into heaven then?
Um, well, according to the Protestants, you get into heaven by grace.
Yes, but grace by what?
But the Catholics say through works. The Protestants say it's through God selecting you.
Well, it's through belief in Jesus Christ. So if you believe in Jesus Christ, I mean, he says in the Bible, uh, no one comes to the Father except through me. So he's saying like belief in me is what gets you into heaven. I'm your ticket to heaven.
Hmm.
He said I'm the way, the truth, and the light. I'm the door. So he's saying like you can like the only way you're going to heaven is by belief in me.
Let me just
Thinking
move
that
past. Like I just know something weird about this.
like what?
I look like a pineapple. Like I'll just wear this one.
Go for
It's
it.
pink. It's not pink. It's red.
Matches. You're good.
Yeah,
So yeah, I mean,
I look like one of the pineapples. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
no, you're good, bro.
But yeah, I don't
No,
know,
you should
man.
read. You
Like
should read both.
I went through a period where I read the Old Testament and like I was like really obsessed with it, and I started getting values that just got me into lots of trouble with other people. It didn't work at all, and now that I'm following more of Jesus's teachings and being hanging around people who follow Jesus, I seem to be doing much better off, like mentally.
Nice. Yeah, that's. I mean, honestly,
So
that's the
I
best
don't
thing.
see why would you want to study the Old Testament? Like I've done it, and it doesn't seem to be. Um, I don't know, like
Have you read Proverbs? Have you read the Book of Job? Have you read Psalms?
yeah, but there's a lot of books people don't read because it's obviously I don't think it's like it's good it's good for now.
Yeah, but I think you're thinking of it in like a compare and contrast. Like it's good because of this. Everything is. You have to remember too. Not everything is in the same time period. this is like over 100 years, different books, different authors. So the way things were at one point in time is not going to be the same how it is 100 years after that. So, you know, in the time you got to think of like how is this relevant to that time? Um, I mean, it's you got to look at like when you read Exodus about Moses and him freeing the Hebrew people from Egypt under Ramses, like like that stuff. Like it's good to know, like have that knowledge, and you see how it kind of passes on into the New Testament. Same with Isaiah. If you don't read Isaiah, you're not going to really understand the prophetic word that it pertains to in the New Testament. Um, just stuff like that, bro. I mean, you have books of knowledge, Ecclesiastes, Proverbs, Psalms written by King David. Uh, reading about David's life, who he was as a king, and his wife, and he had concubines. There's a lot of things that these people did that were supposed godly people, but a lot of these people were also broken. So it's like reading those people, and it makes it more real to you. Like, how can I relate to this guy because he had these kinds of issues. I mean, David was the man after God's own heart. He's chasing, he's constantly asking, like, God, like, you see my heart, like, what else do I need? But he's constantly asking for answers. But at that, he's also like, he cheated on his wife. He had multiple women that he would have like sex with. He, I think one of his servants, he wanted her, and he put her husband on the front line, got him killed so he could marry her. It's like those kinds of things. Like we a lot of people do stuff like that where we're constantly like, God, like I'm searching for you, and then we're doing stuff that we shouldn't be doing. um and so I feel like each person in the Bible is relatable, Old Testament wise, New Testament wise. A lot of those people are relatable. So reading to that makes it more uh like it just makes it more real, like
Mhm.
it's more personable. So
Yeah, but for some reason it seems like people listen mainly to King David, the five books of Genesis, King David, and King Solomon. There's a ton of like minor prophets and minor kings that are in the rest of the Old Testament that a lot of people don't focus on. Do you, what, like, I feel like I've pretty much. I probably need to go over it one more time just to see how it is, but
well, what is it that you want to get out of it? What is it
I
that
just
you think you should be getting out of it
I
that you're
think I
not?
should at least know what's going on. Why? Like, I mean, this book has had massive impacts on everyone, so I like to at least read like what is all in it, so that I know like what people are doing, and I might just do it while I'm driving all the way to like this other city that's like 30 minutes away, because I just want to know, like, sometimes there's like hidden knowledge that you just didn't know at all. Um,
It's not hidden, brother.
it's
That's why
hidden
it's
because
a
you don't know where it is. Like when you're reading, you may not know. I mean, I guess it's all there, but like sometimes you don't realize how real it is until you have some other knowledge that unlocks why that part was important.
true. Exactly. That's probably important. That's why I got to read the whole thing, man. I mean, if you're just kind of really getting into it, I always say just read the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. You get an idea of who Jesus actually is. He tells you, you
Well, I
know.
read the first three books of the gospel, and then the first two books of Genesis. That's about it.
Okay. I mean, like the first two verses,
No, the first two
first two
books.
chapters. You mean the first two
No,
books?
no,
There's
no,
only
no. My bad. I'm talking about the Torah. The
chapters.
first two books of the Torah,
Uh,
which is the first
so
five books.
Genesis, Exodus. Those are the ones you read.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and I don't think it was even the rest of Exodus.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just need to read it, like just go through it. But the problem is, I'm competing with like other books that I want to read.
Like what?
Uh, well, I usually have books, but I got rid of my Amazon thing. Uh, I don't know. You just find some books that are interesting. I just look for something I need help on, and then uh, I just search for it on Amazon on Apple.com. They have some
Right.
books, but sometimes it's not worth it because you can just look for the same material online and you can find it for free. So that's why it's
Are
kind
you
of like
talking
a
about?
bad deal. But the advantage is I can learn while I drive, and I can't do that with like other types of other types of like. I guess you could do it with the video, but
What about podcasts? Do you listen to podcasts or anything like that?
not really. I mean, I played it. I listened to some. The problem is, I feel like the videos where you search for something specific and they tell you how to fix it is better than a podcast. Because a podcast, it seems like they're just trying to come up with stuff to say, or it's more like you're just trying to get to know that person better. It's more like autobiography. It's like you know what I'm saying.
Depends. I mean, depends on who you're watching for sure. I mean, I listen to some podcasts that are like 25 minutes long and they're just going straight at the topic.
Like,
Um,
like the thing is, you don't really know what you're going to get out of a podcast. Whereas if you search for things directly, like how-to videos and like informational video or slides, you get that information directly. And you gotta hope that they have like a good people on there that shows useful information for you. Like I know like for example the last podcast I saw was Joe Rogan doing uh, an interview with like a politician, and the politician was really big. So I'm like, okay, I want to know what's going on in this guy's head. I need a summary of what he's doing. So that's when I paid attention to the podcast. But usually, like the podcast is like, it's just random information. So it's like I'd rather just go to like locations where I already feel like I need more help on, like how to talk, whatever. And I can get an audiobook on that, and I can just get like a general summary of like what to do in this area. Whereas an audio, where it's like a podcast is like you're just talking to random people. You could just go to a bar to do that.
I
I
suppose.
mean, I mean, kinda, yeah. Except a bar, it's like you have less chance of getting a high quality person at a bar because it's just kind of random.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it just probably depends on who you're watching or going to watch. I mean, it's all kind of depending on the topic for sure.
Yeah, I guess you could. I guess it's good to. I guess I should treat it like instead of going to bars. Maybe I should start listening to podcasts. But bars is nice because you meet some local people that you can be friends with. These podcasters, when you talk to them, it's almost like talking to a bar. It's more. It's more like a networking event, not so much the bar. But it's like this guy's interviewing someone at a networking event that they
Hmm.
met or something. Except the internet's the networking event.
I could see that. I
Yeah,
could see
like,
that.
do you have any recommendation of any good ones?
Well, it depends on what you're looking into, I guess.
What about health and fitness, and then and the other one would be networking.
Health and fitness. Uh,
I, pro-
probably. Uh,
I want to know how to lose weight in the with the most efficient exercise possible, and then I also kind of want to buff up enough just to intimidate. I don't necessarily have to be strong. Like
how tall are you?
I'm 5'8". I just want to be able to go to places and people look at me and they like respect me slightly more because of my physique,
Mm,
you know. And
how
then
much do you weigh?
the other reason is like if I go somewhere, I want to make sure that like if something happens, I could take the guy down if he just gets mad for some reason or
Yeah,
something
that'd
goes
probably be more
down. I
like
just want to be
martial
able to be
arts.
very agile and also to like um
That'd probably be more like martial arts, brother.
yeah, but but being strong deters, looking strong deters, even if you don't know how to fight.
I guess a little bit, but I mean, it's only going to get you so far if you actually get in a fight.
Yeah, but being skinny isn't gonna help you in a fight. You still won't be able to overpower them.
I mean, if you have better technique, it doesn't really matter.
Is it true? Because like I heard about like this one guy who did the guy who the Grace who started jujitsu. He was able to take down like sumo wrestlers and like these big buff guys.
Yeah,
I thought it was just sumo wrestlers. I don't know. Well, actually, I'm not sure about the buff guys.
100%. I mean, if you're talking about like if I was taking like 135 pound, uh, like bantamweight Demetrius Johnson versus like 250 pounds like The Rock, I'm probably taking Demetrius Johnson. Um, so like that, I mean, he's 135 pounds. He's probably gonna kick your ass, dude. Honestly, he's probably destroying a lot of people. He's like 5'7" or
This guy looks
something.
like
So
my cousin, but angry.
Demetrius Johnson,
Yeah.
Mighty Mouse, bro. His name is Mighty Mouse because he's small, but he is really good, bro.
Dude, I heard about that. I thought that was some cartoon people were talking about.
Nah, Mighty Mouse, man. Looking at Mighty Mouse DJ. So, bro, that dude is like, bro. I'm taking that dude over like any 250-pound guy, bro, because he knows how to fight. Knowing how to fight is much more valuable than knowing how to look, be
Does he know
strong.
Brazilian Jiu Jitsu?
Hmm?
Does he know Brazilian Jiu Jitsu?
He probably does. I think he knows BJJ. His takedowns are really good. I know he knows jujitsu for sure. I don't know if it was Brazilian,
Yeah.
but you gotta respect that, man. I mean, knowing how to fight at least a little bit, throw some
But the
hands, and
problem is, when I actually did Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, I did it for 2 days and I got a pinched nerve on my
huh?
spine. And then I had to go to the chiropractor for them to undo it. My family didn't even believe it because I was so skinny. I wasn't eating right at the time. I got hurt so easily that it was just bad. Like, even for you to be able to do it, you gotta be like, you gotta have enough weight and not be skinny, and or at least have someone who you're fighting that's just as weak as you are.
Right.
Because it was just bad. I got hurt. I tried to. I pushed too much. I thought I was like when I was like I used to swim, and so I stopped swimming because of COVID, and I went to this Brazilian Jiu Jitsu place while I wasn't swimming, so it just kind of messed me up.
Jeez.
Yeah, just when
Jeez.
like I was like as confident as I was when I used to swim about moving around.
Well, you probably got some decent size. How much do you weigh, man? If you're 5'8", how much do you weigh?
I'm usually 155.
Oh, dude, yeah. You probably look pretty solid then.
But even though I do jujitsu, I need to do any sports like that pretty slowly. And the problem is, you might actually hurt yourself from all that contact that you're doing. So cycling is probably the best exercise. Swimming is second, but swimming is kind of bad because your ears can get like
Swimmers here.
what?
Swimmers here.
Yeah, you can get that issue, and that's like the problem with it. So I'm like, I'm just gonna stick to cycling. It's misses. I like unless you have a pool that you can keep warm most year round. The problem is they keep making the pool kind of cold and warm depending on the cycle of the season. Like if it's winter, they make it warm. If it's summer, they make it cold, and it's just better for it to be warm. I mean, I guess there's more microbes, but at least your ear doesn't get like cold and you. I think that's where you get swimmer's ears. I just noticed that like my ears are better when the water's warm.
Hmm. I don't know. I don't be swimming like that. But you guys don't wear plugs or nothing?
I mean, yeah, I wear plugs, but it's still like water still gets in, and then you start sneezing too because it's cold, and you have to change. You have to work like cold weather when you're going outside. Like I told myself like if I ever make a lot of money, I want to buy either the neighborhood or my own house a 3-lane swimming pool. Cause like I want to be in the middle, and I don't want to like have walls necessarily next to me. But if other
Right.
people want to join it and be swimming next to those walls, then whatever.
Fair enough, dude.
Yeah.
Shoot. Buy a neighborhood.
I've seen a guy have like one swimming pool, but it's kind of cut off by its section. But I was like, man, you need to expand that so it's more comfortable.
Right. Shoot, dude. How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
22.
No way. Wow. I mean, to look young. I'm 31.
Oh, shoot. You're
Yeah.
30.
What about you?
Dude, guess.
You're either 17 or 23.
In the middle.
20?
Yeah.
Okay.
My youngster brother. Yeah, dude.
No, it's because I'm used to seeing so many little kids around here, so I'm like, okay, it's probably some 17-year-old, but he's not as arrogant, so maybe older.
I try not to be arrogant. Shoot. I mean, When I was younger, I used to do martial arts, so I was a little cocky, but
Dude, that's what my cousin does. I'm trying to get him to come to the U.S., but his dad died recently, unfortunately.
oh, hey, my condolences. Where's your cousin from?
What?
Where's your cousin from?
Uh, Wait.
Those Peruvian, those Mexican dudes are always big. Every time I've seen those Mexican dudes, especially when they're always just bulky, bro.
Yeah, it's their culture. I was surprised he was being like outclassed by a Peruvian, but yeah, the Peruvian was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
he was just taller. I think that's about it. I think the Mexican actually was buffer for his size.
Probably. I mean, short guys they have technically more like muscle density, but that's just because they're shorter, so they look bigger.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like I'm 5'10", I'm like 180, but 175 actually. But
175.
yeah, I'm like 175, but I don't look big. But if I were to stand to like one of my friends, he's a Korean. He's like 5'7" and like 160, and he looks massive, bro. But we push the same weight, so it's like you know,
Where
it
did you
just
meet a
makes you,
Korean guy?
huh?
Are you in a big city?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Where do
Yeah,
you live?
I'm in South Carolina.
South Carolina. Okay.
I've been trying to get out of here.
Where do you want to go?
Oh, I can't say, but okay. There's a couple locations I want to go to test out, but I'll tell you one of them that I can tell you. One is California,
Why California? That's kind of a wild.
but I kind of want to go. I don't want to go too far south in LA. Like until it gets better, because Asheville, where I'm from, got destroyed by a hurricane. Well,
Right.
not where I'm from, but like where I'm close to.
Right.
So just a hurricane just came in, wiped out. We weren't ready for it. Hurricanes normally don't come this inland. People thought it was like some conspiracy. Like this, it's just so stupid. This they wanted to mine lithium in the area, so they're like, we're gonna send a hurricane in there to destroy the area and b- destroy part of the mountainside, so that we can the government has like weather technology.
Hmm. Interesting. I don't know if I believe that. Maybe I do. I feel like
It was just
I don't
so.
know. I don't know if you can generate weather. Maybe you can.
Well, I think it's just goofy. Like, why would they just destroy it? Why can't they just buy the land like normal sane people? Why a
Yes.
hurricane?
I guess. I guess if they were to do it, I guess that would be the most natural way. Since it's like, oh no, the land's destroyed. Let me just buy it. I have no idea, man.
Yeah, it sucks because like I was actually wanting to visit there, plan a trip to go there and visit.
Right.
Dude, your muscle looks like a bald head of a man. Looks like my head, man.
Bald head. Nah, dude.
Dude, I shouldn't be making fun of it, but I don't know. It's like I've been debating myself. Like, is is bulking up good for you for your health, or is just staying toned better for your health?
Depends on what you want. I mean, I say this is my advice, right? If you get one, if you get one clean, good bulk, and you do one good cut, all you need to do is like, if you want to get up again, all you need to do is lean bulk. So like let's say like right now, like recently, I went from like last year, I was weighing at 150. I got up to 180, and then I cut down to 165. So I was kind of like in the middle there. You know what I'm saying?
Why'd you do that?
Why?
Was
Because
it
I wanted to
too
get.
annoying to do the bulk to stay bulked?
I mean, to stay bulked is like, I wouldn't say it's unhealthy, but it wasn't what I was going for. I mean, because when you bulk, I mean, you're at the peak, but you have no definition, and your strength is going to be up, but you just look fat. You know what I'm saying? You look like
So
bloated.
you look like a
That's like
woman pretty much who's fat.
who's pregnant. Yeah.
No, no,
So
no,
like
not
for
just
me,
a woman who's. I'm talking about like you know when women get fat, the fat spreads all over her body.
you're right. Yeah, you kind of look like that. Like for me, I was 150, so I was pretty thin. I got up to 180, and I had like a lot of face fat. Like my face was like a little fat. And then I cut down to 165, and I was like really cut. I was really cut, but I still had like some size and a lot of strength. And then ever since then, I've just been eating like pretty healthy, and I've gone up to 175, and now I'm like a little less defined, but I have pretty much the same like a little bit less definition, but more strength. So that's where I'm at, and I'm
So
probably gonna try and lean bulk to 180, so then I can try and go to like 190 and then cut down again and do the
what
same
are you
thing.
doing? Why don't you just? I don't know. Like one, the reason I thought about getting bulk is because I tried buying a taser from Amazon, so that I could just go to the bar and beat whoever I wanted. Like if they try to mess with me, and I don't have to worry about height anymore when approaching women. You know.
Well, at that point, just get a gun, because
Yeah, but then the problem is like if you bring a taser, someone told me the next day they can come back with the gun. And
yes, get a gun.
what?
Just get a gun.
Yeah, but I don't want to risk like hurting myself. Like I think like that's a little bit too dangerous. Like I need to train with like a taser gun or something before I use an actual gun.
Wait, but wait. What? How would they? Okay, but if you okay, so if you buy a taser and they said they would come back the next day, are you just like planning on meeting up? Like, all right, bro.
No, I'm
Like,
saying that like
meet
if you
at
go to
this
a
time,
bar and there are regulars that go there,
right?
they could just you could like tase one of these guys, and then the guy might
Like,
think like, oh, you know, I might come in I'll just get a gun and just carry it with me, and then he'll start going to bars with guns, and then that'll spread, and then you know it's like it didn't that escalation wouldn't have happened before. You could have just gotten beat up, but now you could get shot.
right. So next time he sees you, he'll like shoot you.
Yeah, and so that's the problem where it's like, um, yeah, I think it might still be worth it. Like if you're using it for emergency scenarios where you're like where they provoked you, they decide to come onto you, then you can be like taser because it'd be. But the problem that's the problem. Like people, I don't know who said it, but like my dad or someone said that yeah they can come back with with a gun, and that's why it sucks bringing a taser.
I guess, but just don't go back to that place then.
I don't know. I'm not gonna bring a taser. I'm just gonna try to get. I'm just trying to look big. I haven't thought about getting like a a bodysuit.
No, don't do that, bro.
I do it, man, just to look real big and like it sucks because like the only bodysuit I found was one of a pregnant woman. Like it had even like the breasts. It
What the hell, dude?
it sucked, man. Like they don't
Bro,
sell them. They don't sell them. Like they're like
you just
really
gotta.
expensive too, and they're like all made out of plastic. Let me see. I was looking at like Walmart, but like they only sell like this pregnant woman one.
Wow, bro, you just gotta get big, bro. Just get big.
I'm thinking about doing it, but I need to get some materials so I can do it at home. You know.
Start doing push-ups. That's what I did.
Yeah, push-ups actually make me look a little bit. I get instant results with that.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna build your triceps. You're gonna build your shoulders and your chest.
I have this pull-up thing. I don't know if you've seen it. Have you seen this before?
Oh yeah, I have that.
Yeah. I'm afraid to use push-ups on it because I think it'll just snap and hit my face.
It might.
Um, and I tried. I was like, I'm also afraid of it falling. Like if you put it up there, it might fall. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get some dumbbells and just uh exercising creative ways. I need to see if like I need something to do squats with.
You just need a dumbbell.
But the problem with squats, well, the squats like I need heavier weight for the squats, and I don't want to carry like something like this. Like I want to just tie weights to my belt. Cause like I do pretty much a lot of squats. Like I remember I used to do almost 250 squats, 250 pounds.
Damn, bro, that's pretty good.
Um, but right now I'm at 175.
For squat.
Yeah, for squats. It's
Nice.
not my max, but it's just a healthy amount.
Like your working weight.
Yeah, it's just what I chose. For some reason I'm obsessed with 75, and I also have to watch the machines because like I want machines that are very good for my long term health.
Like what?
Like you know like it's usually better to do like bicep curls on a machine than it actually is uh out at the main room because it's just the machines are built so that you can do it more healthily.
Right. Like safer.
Yeah. Like
I hear you.
especially like older people who go to like the workout places. The machines are built so that old people can use the machines. So those are usually better for for your bones and muscles, and you'll just have healthier. You'll just be healthier overall because you won't be straining everything too much.
Yeah, but you just don't get as much tension. So I mean, it really depends on what you're going for. Like I don't know. I guess it could. It's just plain it's safer. And you'll still see results, just not nearly as like quick.
Yeah, but it's worth. You know, it's like slow, but it works.
Yeah, I'm more of a cable guy when it comes to stuff. I like to do cable work a lot.
What is
It's
that?
like with the cable machines,
Oh, like up, down, like that, all that stuff.
everything, bro. You can do a lot with the cables. I mean,
I
you're
think
getting
I'm really
like
biased to the cable. I don't know why. I can you do can you do leg workouts with the cables?
yeah,
They even have like a gizmo for your foot, or no?
they have the cuffs that you can use on your wrist or your ankles, but
Let me see. Cable cuffs. I've never seen these. No, I don't think this is it for working out. Oh, I see. Okay, I've never seen. Yeah, I don't think my gym has these.
uh,
Might try them out. But I don't
do
know.
it,
I think
bro.
the machines are actually better because it forces you to not use your back.
Well, it depends on what the machine, like what you're trying to do. I guess. Like, what do you mean, like for what exercise in specific?
Like every exercise, like there's one where like you sit on the machine. You're there's like a little. Well, you can't really see it here. There's like a little panel here, and you just lift like this, and then like you can sit down while your back is all well, and then it just moves. It just lets you do your
Preacher curl?
biceps. What?
Preacher curl?
Yeah, I don't know what
Yeah,
that is.
you're like leaning forward like this, and then you bring it up like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but there's some support right here,
yeah,
so
yeah.
you don't use your back. And there's tons of machines that do that kind of stuff, so that you sit down, you're laying somewhere, and then you don't use your machine. Now the downside is you're not practicing how you would fight because if you use free body where like your back and everything is balancing, counteracting, you'll be more coordinated and then you can do all kinds of stuff. But if you do another sport on top of that, you may be able to compensate for it, and or you could just yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like I used to swim, so I used to be coordinated because of the swimming, and I never thought about bulking up though. I was just trying to be really toned. Now I'm thinking about bulking up because I want to look better for the ladies. And
Sure.
also so people respect me more. They just automatically look at me initially and there's a lot of people who like judge you based off of like your body being fit, and if I'm just like fit, um But I'm mainly just doing it for respect and attracting women.
Hmm. So, what do you know? What body fat percentage you're at now?
No, it's probably high. I have like
So,
I have like a belly from it's not a beer belly. What it? I think it's like a juice belly.
hmm, I would probably recommend then first cutting down before you bulk up, because then you'll have a proportionate bulk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I thought
Because
if I just did push-ups, I would look really buff right here, and then people just assume that my belly is just a my belly is just some muscle or something.
I guess, but then what's the point of that? Just assuming because
It's just a
what?
temporary fix.
No, yeah, because if you go to the beach, you're probably planning on going to the beach or something, right?
Probably not. There's
Then,
not a beach nearby. There's only a lake, and I never go there
well,
almost. But I
well,
used to
I
could
mean,
start going.
as I'm saying, where do you think ladies are just chilling in like Walmart or something, or like I don't know, it's in the Carolinas and South Carolina, but if you're going out, I mean, going to bars, pools, something, parties, want to take the shirt off or something at some point. What if you, what, like, let's say this, you get a drink on your shirt. Are you gonna be like, oh, let me go to the bathroom to change? Come on now. You want them to see the back muscle, shoulders, the chest, a little bit of abs, and you're like, ah, no, it's nothing. But
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna try to come up with some exercise, but for me to do here, I might need to buy a bench, like a table bench, and just start lifting up all kinds of things. Get some weight ankles,
sure.
like some ankle weights. Actually,
Mm.
wait, I have some. Okay, I have some ankle weights, but I can't really use them to like crunch. I guess I could.
I mean, yeah, do some ab workouts, some crunches,
I used to. Oh, okay, you're not gonna believe. You know how many crunches I used to do?
a lot. If you're doing swimming, you're probably doing a lot.
I used to do 500 crunches every other day, and um, I used to do 100, 200 crunches where I would just go like this,
What the hell?
and I used to have like really toned abs. But
Why'd you stop?
I was so nervous. There was like tons of girls that were interested, but I was just too nervous to approach any of them. It was like a total waste. The only thing it was good for was like I was healthy. Like I didn't get anything out of it because like swimming is like a solo sport, so you don't even have like a lot of friends that can nothing like. And I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's good. Having abs is good for a lot of things. Like it's good for if like working out for a lot of things that you have to use your core. Just the same with your back. Like you have to work out your lower back, just like you have to work out your abs so that you have a strong center.
But the problem is, it could have hurt my back. Luckily, it didn't. But and also, I didn't. I never did sit ups. Sit ups are just toxic.
You don't do sit ups
Yeah, only crunches. Like sit ups is where you go all the way up.
all the way up. Yeah.
Yeah, and crunch is just the top part, like this.
Mm.
And that just I heard very young that like it ruins your back, and then it's like okay, I'm never gonna do this.
Sit ups or crunches or both.
Crunches they do, but just less, much less than sit ups. Sit
Ah,
ups is like suicide for your back.
jeez, I didn't know that. I don't do sit ups. I don't even really work out abs, to be honest.
Yeah, the best way to do abs is to kick your legs.
Like flutter kicks.
Yeah, just flutter
That's what I
kicks.
do. That's what I do. I do that, and I do some weighted workouts, but I try to work out the obliques first. Well, some of it. I'm not super toned over here. I have way better boobs. But
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, I might bring the abs back, but the main issue is like you have to have your cardio up for you to be able to do your muscle exercise and it feel comfortable. Because
yeah,
it
that's
sucks when
true.
you're doing muscle exercise and you're feeling cardio. I was doing so much cardio with swimming that I would never feel tired doing muscle. I only feel like what do you call it? Like
Fatigued?
no, I'd feel what do you call that? Lactic acid. That's all I would feel. I wouldn't feel my heart would be like whatever. I can handle all this
And
muscle exercise. That's why you got to do cardio so that it unlocks comfort for you to do. You get like comfort in doing muscle.
more stuff.
Yeah, you can do more stuff. Like without it, you get cardio from doing muscle exercise. It's like ridiculous. That's the situation I'm in now. I'm like I can't even do all the exercises I want to because I need to do a lot of cardio. Except I'm trying to do it with cycling, and cycling isn't as much cardio as swimming. So I'm having to figure out how I'm going to do that. I'm gonna have to
Just
cycle a lot faster, or like
get back to cardio
get back to swimming a lot.
or get back to swimming. Yeah.
I'm not even sure. Like you also I gotta like I'm trying to make. I think I need a machine where I can pedal with my feet and my hands at the same time.
Pedal with your hands and your feet.
Yeah, I need to be able to have something where, like, maybe I should just do this while I'm doing cardio or something like while I'm cycling. Like I need to act like the boy from ET.
What the hell, dude? Or or you could get one of those it's like 5 pound weights or something. And you go up and then you bring your arms down like this. And then you shoot back up and you go like this. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I might do that just with my hands, cause like if my hands doesn't work fast enough, then I'll start adding weights. But I generally don't like to wait. I don't like to add weights with cardio.
Fair
If
enough.
that's,
But
if
I mean
that's what
these
I
are
have
like
to do, then
these are like little weights I'm talking about.
or
Like
like I have like 2 pound weights. I'll just go like this.
that's what I mean, like 2 pounds. It's like nothing, but it's like more than something. Because your hands, I mean, you're gonna be like, you know, going fast. So at least like tone you up while you're going ham on the cycle.
Yeah, I can prepare
You
to
know,
move out.
ladies.
Be
Yeah.
ET.
You know, the ladies like good forearms, so you'll be fine, dude. You'll be fine.
Yeah, this is good. This is good feedback.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you have any place where you can swim, but find it. I probably would be swimming. I don't
Usually
swim
the
ever.
usually like the Y.
Oh, that's true. I think there's a YMCA by me. I don't go there, but I
Dude,
might
that's where
try
I
it.
wanted to live. I want to live next to a gym so that because it's like you don't need to go to the groceries every day, but you do kind of need to go to the gym every day for exercise or every other day.
Yeah.
So
So
living
how
next to
much?
the gym is just it's ideal. More than
Yeah.
groceries, unless you have your own equipment.
Speaking of, do you have a good diet?
It's kind of random. I eat twice a day. How much do you eat per day?
A lot. I ate probably like today alone. I probably ate like 3,400 calories, just around there.
How often do you eat a day?
Three 3 to 4 times.
It's actually healthier to eat more, but I just haven't been moving a lot. I just eat twice a day.
Yeah, I mean, I break my meals up into like less than 1,000 calories most times. Usually, like in a day, I kind of shoot for like 2,800 to 3,200 calories a day. Um, and it has to have like enough. Usually, I try to have at least like 170 grams of protein total. And if I don't hit that goal, then I take protein powder. But other than that, I usually just rely on food because then you get actual size.
I'm always afraid the protein powder stuff is gonna have like toxic stuff in it, like heavy metals.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure. I know eating fish, you're gonna definitely, if you eat too much of that, that has a lot of heavy metals in the fish. But um, I most of my protein I use or I use vegan or uh, and like gluten free kind of stuff. Um, and then after that, I don't really care too much about flavor because I'm just gonna drink it super quick or put it in a smoothie or something. But I don't know. I think it's like It all depends because if you rely too much on powders too, it's not good for your digestive tract. Like it'll mess up your stomach, and you're gonna be like either constipated or have like really just bad poops. And you're gonna not want to eat. You're gonna get sick, and you're gonna lose weight. So
Hey, I'll
yeah,
be back in the used restroom.
go for it.
He's the only God out of
Did you see the Nintendo Stitch?
Hmm?
Nintendo Stitch.
Nah,
They came out with a new one.
the second one, the two.
Yeah.
I think I did see that, but it's like hella pricey.
Yeah, it's like $10 less than a PlayStation 2 or the new PlayStation models.
Yeah, I don't know if I would. I don't think I'm gonna get it. Are you?
Dude, I haven't bought the last PlayStation I had. I had the Wii. That was the last console I've had.
A Wii?
Yeah,
Dang. How long ago was that, brother?
I think 10 years or so.
Damn, 10 years. Like a Wii U or what?
Yeah, I used to go to this place where like these people would play I don't know, Stitch. There'd be like five guys playing the Stitch.
Mm,
And I was like the only one that didn't have one. I would just watch them play, and then sometimes I'd play Smash Bros with them.
what do you normally play? Like, what do you actually like games?
Yeah, I play Fortnite. That's about it. And
That's
even then,
alright.
like I barely play. Like I keep going out so often that I don't feel like scourging for food or anything. But there was a time where I did. Uh,
Mm.
Dude, in Fortnite, the trick of the game is all you have to do is avoid people, and then you're almost guaranteed to like be one of the top 30 players if you just avoid people.
What's the fun in that?
I mean, it teaches you a good life lesson. Just hide, and you could win.
Wow, I feel like that's the opposite. You got to get out your comfort zone to grow, because then you'll get better. Then you'll know how to kill people, and you'll feel accomplished. Like you know.
Yeah, but you look at nature. There's most of the animals are camouflaged.
Yeah, but that's why there's like hunters, like apex predators. Apex predators are predators for a reason. You know, they're not
But aren't they camouflaged too? Don't they fight amongst each other? That's birds,
exactly
man. No. Wait, birds don't count because it's too hard to fight.
depending.
But like grizzly bears they're also camouflaged. So
Not really. I mean, they're just brown. They're just big and brown. I mean, if I see a grizzly bear, I'm probably just running away. But I don't know. It depends. Depends. I mean, there's like lions and stuff. Like they're not camouflaged. They're just lions. You know, just chill on rocks and shit. I don't know. You have cheetahs that like blend in, but they chase gazelles.
yeah, but they also fight amongst each other. Like some of the males fight each other.
Yeah, but it's usually not like too far to the death. You know, because they're usually gonna fight each other, like fight something else so they can eat it. But then again, they also wouldn't like fight a hippo, you know, or a rhino.
It's just like people, man. Sometimes people fight, sometimes people don't.
I suppose. Oh, bro, you keep going back and forth between those drinks.
No, I just bought these two drinks. I'm like, man, these both look good. I'm gonna buy both.
Is it Taco Bell?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, their food is so toxic. I was like so tempted to eat them, but I was like, no, I'm gonna stick to Subway. Subway is healthy, so
In comparison to Taco Bell,
yeah. Taco Bell could make their food healthy. It'd just be more expensive, but they should do it. I mean, I don't see why they don't.
because it's cheaper not to.
Yeah, but I mean, you're also like you, the CEO of Taco Bell, are literally missing out on better food.
Yeah,
Um,
but that's how you keep people coming back because it's fattening. It's fattening and horrible for you.
I think everyone's losing out on it.
Yeah, I mean, if food were healthy, I think everyone would be more inclined to buy it. But then again, you see people still buying like vapes or cigarettes and alcohol and stuff.
I
So
guess
like,
I mean they do have an alternative, which is like the local mom and pop Mexican food. There's El Jimador, um, here in my town,
mm,
but they're just not as open as they're not open late as much as Taco Bell is. So I would have like, is this the fact that mom and pop stores need to be open late more to compete with Taco Bell? But they don't want to do that so far. I could just ask them, like say, hey,
I mean, yeah, they probably might make more money. It's just less people to run the shop, probably. I mean, if you think about it, it's probably only a few people, like a few family members, that can do that, and then they have to do that all week. Brutal stuff.
yeah,
I guess you could though.
it's like Taco Bell's open till 2 a.m.
There's one by me that's 24 hours, but that one sucks. Everyone there sucks. They always mess your shit up, so they always ruin the food. It's either always like cold or like just wrong. But I don't know. I haven't had Taco Bell in a minute. I think the last thing I got from there was the Cinnabon Delights. Those those are pretty good to be
It sounds like
honest.
some German stuff. Why are they doing that? Or Danish.
I haven't- Yeah, I have no idea, but it's pretty good. They're just like cinnamon balls with like filling. It's pretty good. I used to get stuff like that at things.
Did you see that cartoon about DJ? No, not DJ. SpongeBob and Squidward had a sex tape.
No.
It was just
What the heck?
basically like they were saying like, oh, Squidward on the sex, like they were like getting in trouble, and then Mr. Krabs was grilling him on it, saying like, did you, Mr. Squidward, say to SpongeBob, "You make me feel like a cinnamon roll"?
What the heck? That is wild. I never heard of that, dude.
It
Dude,
was
where do
just
you
so.
even find that?
What?
I said, where do you even find that?
Um, there's this guy on YouTube. He does really bad stuff. Although after a while you get used to it. His name is Meat Canyon.
Oh, I've heard of them. I've heard of them. I've seen him. His like video is like Logan Paul
I didn't
and
see
and
Logan
Mike.
Paul one. Let me see.
Is it like one with Logan Paul and Mike Malak?
Dude, I used to watch his stuff every day, but then I just got like out of track. I was like,
Yeah,
I don't know. It just got like, I felt like I just didn't want horror anymore in my life.
that's fair.
I was like, that's just their video. I was like, I don't think I need more horror in my life. And also, I kind of want to talk to people and not cartoons.
Fair enough. Fair enough. There you go. Shoot, dude.
Hey,
I'm
can I,
full.
wait. Wait, so where are you from? Are you near South Carolina?
No, I'm not in Carolina.
You're what?
I'm in a big city though.
Okay.
Guess where?
Austin, Texas. Dallas.
More north.
Austin.
I'm way in the north. Like I'm not even in Texas. I'm like north.
Colorado.
That's west. Going up.
Wisconsin.
A little bit lower.
I know some guys from Wisconsin. He like
I'm in
works
a-
for a hospital doing. Let me see.
Huh.
Well,
I'm in-
looking it up.
I'm in a big Midwest city in Illinois. It's like the only big city in Illinois.
Colorado.
The only big city in Illinois.
It says Sun Belt. Okay, this is not a good map.
Michael Jordan.
Springfield.
No, I'm where from Michael Jordan is.